It's Week 18 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to find Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a give left side. Brown with it. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The Bengals at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steelers' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. First carry for Najee Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Running it, Washington. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion left is Higgins. Here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Down to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They give it to Brown. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
How many on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action with Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by all. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hitting the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And that flag accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That's the big one, by the way. Touchdown pass number 56 for him on the year. That breaks Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 55 back in 2013. Congratulations. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. An inside give, Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Throw on the right.
Does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That one caught by all, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10, and the Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Austin brings in the quick throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now, here's second down and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he will get enough for a first down. Check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Second down and 3. Now it's Wilson. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. To throw is Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Burrow looking to pass. A short throw there pulled in by all. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's to his tight end all. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5. 2 yards to go, second down. Burrow will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening.
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. At Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the handoff, this is Brown, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Burrow on play action. Able to find Higgins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he's going to get a side. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
Here's Wilson to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's up to the 43.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cincinnati.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So this offense... Charles, a very uninspired effort the last.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 64 yards. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, for
game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 36-yard line.
Now Wilson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Got his man. It's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Fourth down, but instead they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Wilson.
And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A right side run with Patterson.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Burrow looking to pass.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow.
Open man is Yoshivas.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Burrow will throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Play action. It's Burrow.
A short throw there, pulled in by all.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. To the air again, Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is Brown going up the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe the drive settle things down a little bit.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time.
At least for now, they would have to make a run out of that 6-hole CD, and that's not an easy prospect.
Not at all, especially with how loaded this conference is. And think about the thought of trying to run through 3 road games just to the Super Bowl. It seems unlikely, but we have seen it happen before.
He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
On the give, this is Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Last standing that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Able to find Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Burrow. Get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And now they will throw it with Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right back to Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Russell Wilson and the offense down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw is Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
With such little time remaining, and now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati,
They finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
and that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
The loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
and it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA.